I'm Ashton Addison from EventChain for Investmentpitch Media and FinTech News Network. And today on Blockchain Interviews, we have Domas Povilauskas, CEO of NOIA. Domas?
Good to see you, Ashton. Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Dom. Welcome. Let's talk about NOIA. How would you best describe NOIA, and how is it changing the internet?
So we are enabling the transition from the current internet architecture towards the next generation of internet powered by blockchain, which we call the programmable internet. So we're doing this by combining internet protocols like segment routing and IPv6 together with the distributed ledger technology to create a cross-network settlement layer for trading, buying, selling internet transit on the decentralized internet transit exchange. So this is our core concept, and this is how we utilize blockchain to make to basically solve some critical internet inefficiencies, mainly related to the border gateway protocol, which is the main internet routing protocol used today, created at 1994. So it's pretty old protocol. Mm-hmm. So basically, we're tackling the problems it created.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. And for people that are using the internet every day, how does this current problem affect them?
So we see that, so we have two use cases we're focused on right now. One use case is for regular internet users, because we get a lot of, we've been running our testnet for about a year right now. So we already found a lot of research, a lot of metrics which support that the internet connection for a regular person can be really disrupted at some times, and people are, especially in the United States, the current internet infrastructure is not that good, and people complain about the internet connections, especially people that watch a lot of things online, or people that are gamers, especially gamers are always hunting for the better connection. So, and we know that the current product we have can solve some major issues and provide the best connectivity for regular people, the best connectivity depending on the location they're at and the provider they're using, but basically to speed up their internet significantly. And the second use case is for the companies, for the enterprises, because usually right now the enterprises they face huge problems related to internet reliability, security, which result in huge costs for enterprises, and we know that our solution directly addresses that and provides the more like reliable, trustworthy, secure connection across the internet.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, Dom. And to create this new internet, do you also need upgraded hardware, or simply switching to this NOIA network on our current servers will actually allow that to happen?
Yeah, that's a very good question, because we are using a protocol named segment routing, which is a protocol, very new protocol, which is basically the basis of the programmable internet. So currently, the companies like Cisco, Juniper, Barefoot started to support segment routing, and this protocol is being adopted very fast worldwide. So since this protocol, since we use segment routing, we can enable people to easily join the programmable internet and become a part of it, and contribute to the network, as well as receive the benefits of using this new type of internet connection.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting. Yeah. And in getting this new connection, I'm guessing that everything is also backwards compatible, as in you can still view everything, but you have more advantages than your regular internet user.
Everything works as best as it can be, depending on your current location and other measurements. But our goal basically is to make the current internet infrastructure as utilized as possible, because right now we see a lot of inefficiencies, and our solution directly addresses those problems. So so yeah, it results in a beneficial relationship with the resource providers and with the people who use the programmable internet.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting, Dom. And can you tell me a little bit more about the timeline? You mentioned that the testnet was out for a year. When did you first start on the project, and is the mainnet out now, or when is that coming out?
So we've been running the testnet for about a year right now, and the thing is that we are focused on bringing the real customers on our network, and currently we work with several companies worldwide. So we took an approach of finding the adoption first, and later releasing the mainnet, because we believe that it's not about the mainnet itself, it's about the adoption and who's going to be using it, you know. Mm-hmm. So right now we're focused on bringing the companies and bringing the partners on board. The mainnet launch will be probably scheduled to the end of this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. And now you're incorporating some level of decentralization into the application. Maybe you could touch on that, and as well if there's an incorporation of cryptocurrencies.
Sure. So our model involves a digital currency in NOIA token, which acts as a transaction fee or as a medium of exchange. Those two use cases which literally like creates this utility around the token. So our goal is to create a healthy token economy because we think that it's make it or break it, like projects usually going bad just because they can't sustain a healthy token economy. So that's why we understood that we need to encourage people to basically run the nodes and get rewarded for sharing that internet connection, but also use the token to get the best internet connection possible. So basically to use the token to access that programmable internet. Mm-hmm. So this token right now becomes a native asset which really ties up the user and the internet itself. Mm-hmm. So we really focus on doing that right now.
Mm-hmm. Great. It sounds like the project has come quite a ways so far. Could you talk about your current partners and investors that you have in NOIA?
So currently we have plenty of partners, starting from big data center companies like eShelter, 100TV, and many others. We recently joined the Microsoft Startup Acceleration Program, and we're deepening our ties with Microsoft in many cases. So we have plenty of logos on our website, but currently we're working towards some big partnerships. And soon we're gonna announce some real developments happening on this front. In terms of the investors, we have a pretty good investor in Korea. We have two investment funds from Korea, which are very close partners. We have new funds joining the board right now before the sale. So I believe that in general, we have very good connection with the investors. We managed to build a very strong support and very good structure, to move forward as a project. So,
Wonderful. Yeah. And does the 6-month roadmap ahead involve just testing the testnet, and you're waiting for the mainnet release at the end of this year? What is the plan between now and the end of the year?
So now the plan is to get as many customers as possible. So as many companies using the network and as many vendors and people running the nodes, supporting it, like building the infrastructure and building the adoption. So because I want to stress this out once again, because I think that usually projects launched in their mainnets and nothing's happening there. So that's I think one of the biggest problems blockchain faces. So right now we're focusing on getting the customers, and we're announcing those news every week, almost every week. So moving forward, and this is on our roadmap to get the real adoption and to move forward with that. I think that's the most important thing to do.
Yeah. And with those customers, can you speak a little bit about the business model? If there's a revenue model to the company and how you will create a sustainable business for years to come?
So right now so in our decentralized internet channels exchange, every transaction has a cost associated with it. So this cost should be paid in NOIA digital currency. So the model is to if in order to keep the autonomous and sustainable healthy economy, we need to bring the traffic into the network. So currently, that's why I stress the customers, because we're working on bringing the companies to use the network, which will provide a lot of transactions to the ledger, and thus collect a lot of transaction fees, which would eventually turn out into a velocity of the digital currency and the token economy itself. So this is what we do, and this is what we think that's most important thing to do. So, and in terms of the digital currency, I think and the business model, we solely, so we as an entity, we as a startup, we are bringing these companies, and we are generating revenue for the ledger itself, and so this is our main goal right now.
Interesting. And where do you see these customers geographically? Are you seeing enterprises or individuals, and is there a certain area of the world?
Both. Right now we have, for example, we have nodes in all places around the world, starting from Hawaii to Madagascar. We have in every place. We have more than 5,000 nodes, and we also work both with community-run nodes and also with data center partners, which provide us resources to also host the nodes. So right now. So at this point, we think that we already have a substantial community, and we'll keep on building the node community. Also, we'll be focused on the retail side, where we'll be providing the application for retail for regular people to speed up the internet, and as I mentioned before, bringing companies to get the adoption from the business side as well, not only. So those areas.
And besides customer adoption, what other challenges do you foresee as you start growing?
Besides, so as I said before, the most challenging thing and the most important thing is to build a healthy token economy. Because once you have a healthy token economy, you can incentivize people to participate. Once you do that, you get people joining the network. You get the infrastructure. Once you get the infrastructure, then you have the customers, because all customers need a proper infrastructure. So it's kind of chicken egg. So the healthy token economy, healthy token structure it's our main goal right now.
Great, thank you, Dom. And if people are looking to learn more about NOIA, what is the best way to learn more information and contact you guys? People can find all the information on our website. They can follow us on Telegram and on Medium, because we're releasing a lot of articles, educating our community, doing the best we can to make sure people understand what we do and clearly get the concept. So I encourage people to do that. Soon we're gonna announce the explanation, the videos, which will provide some basic explanation of what is the programmable internet, what NOIA does, and how you can participate and be a part of it. Amazing. Thank you so much for your time, Dom.
Okay, thanks, Ashton. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.